We're running. Welcome back. Quick intro. This is Missing the Homies, the show where I bullshit with my homies. And I actually nobody watches this except for
I don't even watch it. So
no. I think that's so funny. When I'm recording these, people are like, "Oh yeah, I'll get to it."
I'll get to it.
I don't feel bad if you don't watch it.
If you send me a link,
here.
I will, because I like watching myself.
Well,
so,
Grant asked me. He's like, "Where's the podcast?" I'm like,
yeah, where is it? Is it on your Instagram?
"No, it's on YouTube."
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
Time
it's on
Zone, right?
It's on a separate. No, it's on a separate YouTube channel. Actually, if we're gonna lean back, this maybe we'll.
Oh,
go.
hello, Llewellyn.
Oh, welcome. Is so sweet. How old is he?
He is about 4, we think. He was an alley cat named Connor before we adopted him.
Alley cat named Connor. Anyway,
Connor.
Okay, so what I was gonna do, because I have gotten comments from the one person who watched the Shout Out Bill,
Shut up, Bill.
that I haven't introduced any you guys.
Oh, you haven't said our names or anything?
Well, I have.
Right.
This is Mac. Mac, how would you describe yourself? I don't know. What is your what are your credits?
My credits?
The thing is with the show, it's hard because the whole thing is that we're just friends.
Right.
There's
right.
no
I was just gonna say something ironic, like I'm just some quirky white boy,
quirked up white boy.
Quirked up white boy, just fooling around, living day to day.
I'm not gonna lie. I always do dig your shirts.
Thank you.
You got your other stripe.
Right. I was going through a period where I was really liking downward striped button-up shirts.
Oh,
so I have like a
specifically
lot
downward?
of them. Yeah, specifically.
Downward
I have
dog
a lot
striped?
Exactly. I have a ton of downward dog striped. I have a ton of those shirts, yeah.
Okay, so what were you gonna say right before we started?
Oh, I was going to ask would you ever do like a talk show? Would you ever do like a whole
Okay, so
do you see yourself in the future doing something like that?
So that's funny that you even say that because Renee made fun of me so hard for this because so I do this show with just friends on occasion. Do you hear that echo in here? We're in Mac's new place for those people who are just watching.
It might be the fridge if it's anything.
Oh no, I hear that little hum. See,
yeah.
you hear
that,
that,
right?
You hear that being an audio guy,
right?
But so Renee made fun of me because I keep calling this and the other show I do a podcast, but it's really not a podcast because I don't post it to the podcast sites. Like I always say I'm going to get there, and so I'm like, it is really just more of a show. And Renee's like, yeah, it's your talk show. And
right.
I was like, it feels pretentious to say I'm
start calling your talk show.
It's my talk show.
Don't be so modest.
So I guess not that I would do it down the road. It's that I do it now.
Right. You're right. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's
the mid-evening show with Antonio.
This is the midday show.
The midday show
with Mac.
Right.
Because it's I really
it's one.
When I texted you that we were gonna do it today in the morning, I was like, it's not gonna happen. LinkedIn, if we're too loud. Oh, okay, never mind.
He's in the bathroom. Yeah.
I was gonna say if we're too loud, we can.
No, he won't. He won't.
I was gonna say not that we can go. We're all set up.
Right. We can just go in his room. Actually, he has a big closet. So.
Who got the biggest? How many is it? It's you, Langdon, and one other roommate.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
Yeah. And Sebastian got the smallest room. I feel horrible about it, but
how did that get decided?
Because Langdon and I pay for our own rent, and Sebastian's a bit younger than us, so his parents pay for his rent. So kind of a seniority thing there.
Makes sense.
And
so
I don't know.
Who got first pick of rooms between you and Langdon?
Oh, Langdon immediately called it because Langdon had our. Well, it was fair though because Langdon had the smallest room at our old apartment.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
So.
Oh shit.
But it's okay because I got the room I wanted anyway. So.
Why? What did you want your room? I mean, your room was badass.
I like long rooms.
I was gonna say it's pretty deep.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that, and it was kind of a lot like my other room. So it was kind of a familiar setup to me. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
Your other room was dope though, with all of the cabinets. It looked like you were in like a library.
Right. Yeah.
If you'll. What's up?
Hey, this is my. No, come in.
I can see you in the shot.
Here, say something.
Hey guys, my name's Langdon Alger.
What's up, Langdon? Nice to see you again. Here, I brought housewarming gifts. What I was really hoping that there were only 2 of you guys here.
Right?
Tell,
Yeah, it's
tell
Dunkin'.
tell the people.
This is my favorite kind of chocolate.
Hell yeah!
A chocolate frosted with sprinkles.
I swear to God, yeah. Oh my God. I was like, I can't show
It's
up
a housewarming gift.
Yeah, I can't show up to somebody's new place. Yeah. No,
No, not at all.
Come through.
Sit right there if you'd like.
I wish I would have brought another mic. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out what we're.
What the topic of the day is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so.
have you seen?
I don't know why I'm like, of course I didn't bring the donuts.
And I was like, oh, I think there might be a third roommate, and I was like, fuck, I really.
It's all right. He's out.
Thank
You
God.
picked it perfectly.
Hell yeah. Oh, so
Louis.
sweet. So Mac, how much further are you on your Alvin and the Chipmunks screenplay?
I've
Out of the nut house.
I've gotten to the second draft, I think, so far. Some serious developments have happened, and I've learned a lot about myself just from writing this.
That could be your credit.
I would say
that'll be your little lower thirds. It'll be like.
So I'm the future producer, writer, director, and actor, and I'll be doing all the voices of the Chipmunks.
Voice actor or actual IRL actor?
Well, we're planning on doing a deep fake of Dave, because I reached out to him and he told me.
What's the actor's name?
Jason Lee. Jason
Is
Lee.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
how deep in this bit are you? Do
But
you
to
actually know
me,
the
he's not
character?
Jason Lee. He's David. You know what I mean?
He's dad.
He really embodies that character, and I think he's still method acting to this day. He takes the role very seriously, and he had some problems with the scripts. And
Is his name David in Alvin and the
I
Chipmunks?
think it's Dave, right? Because he's
Dave.
like Dave, or no, he's like Alvin,
Oh.
and then he's like Dave.
Is that Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks? Is he the same Dave of Dave and Buster?
I think so, but it's hard to tell because I'm banned from all Dave and Buster's across the United States.
Oh my God.
For public nudity.
Oh my God.
But
One time I did a photo shoot in the Dave and Buster's.
You did a photo shoot with Dave and Buster's.
Not like a full-on photo shoot, but
No,
like,
I can see the vision.
I brought my camera. Who was it? It was my ex-girlfriend's younger sister's girlfriend, who we did the the photo shoot. And they're not together anymore. So shout out. I don't know. I always got her name wrong.
Shout
so
out,
fuck
right?
it.
Melissa.
What is her?
Melissa.
Okay, so I was gonna double check if his name was actually David Lee, right? You said David
Jason
Lee.
Lee.
Jason Lee.
Jason Lee,
I'm
yep.
just gonna look up Jason Lee.
But I reached out to him and he sent me a lot of explicatives. Is that how you say?
Expletives.
Expletives. Yeah. So we're just gonna deep fake it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
The technology's been getting really good lately, and what has he been in since?
He's also known for his role in Kevin Smith films. You know what I just saw for the first time? This is not related to Kevin Smith at all. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I've never seen that. No.
Have you seen it, Langdon? This is
Really? Landon's seen like every movie. So this is kind of.
Oh, but you haven't seen Harold and Kumar? That's okay. Let me tell you. So, I saw it with my buddy, and it's one of those like cult classic movies. Like, I don't know. It's
It's the first.
Yeah. So he's like, no, we gotta watch it. So we put it on.
It's the first in the Harold and Kumar multiverse, right?
The Harold and Kumar verse.
Yeah, the verse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And literally the whole premise of the movie is they get high and they want to go to White Castle, but they're in New York City. So like the nearest White Castle is like 45 minutes away. And this movie is so fucking dumb.
Like they can't get there, right? I'm guessing that's the problem.
And it's like crazier and crazier shit happens. And I mean, of course that's whatever. That's the basis of every movie. Conflict
Right.
drives the plot.
Right.
But I was like, dog, the whole like premise of this movie is to go and get White Castle. Get food somewhere else. I would one minor inconvenience, I would have been like, fuck this. I'm not going to White Castle.
No, I get it. Like once you set your mind on something like that,
You
you ever have those days where you're just like, I just have to have this. Like especially with food, I will go out of my way. There's this one Cane's that was like there's parking. There was parking. Wrigleyville. Everybody and their fucking mother was out.
Is this my story? 'Cause
No, this is my
that
story.
Was my fucking
Did you have
day.
this experience too?
So I wanted to go. Oh no, I'll tell you my story. But I was going to set one day. and
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
actually, I think we're on the same shoot. But anyways, tell me your canes.
It was I don't know, it's just everybody and their mother was out in Wrigleyville and there was like no parking anywhere. So I circled around for maybe 30 minutes until I found parking to get that Canes. You know what I mean?
You were that dedicated.
I was
to
that
canes.
dedicated. I was about to leave. I was about to give up and go to McDonald's, but I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
Absolutely not. Oh, okay. See, like
Langdon's a big fan of McDonald's, so be careful what you say.
McDonald's
It's
over
Don's.
Canes though.
He
I don't know about that.
he just prefers the chicken nuggets at McDonald's.
Oh,
more.
okay. Yeah. I'm not getting chicken nuggets at Canes.
Right. Are there
Um,
chicken nuggets at Canes? I thought it was
don't
just
know.
chicken strips.
Probably not. And apparently, Langdon, are you from Chicago? Are you from here? Okay, so again, this is horrible hosting because we have a guest off screen who doesn't have a mic that we're just talking. This is like the Joe Rogan podcast, right? Actually, I haven't seen the Joe Rogan.
Hey,
podcast.
Langdon, will you pull that up for us?
Yeah, you're the guy who pulls stuff up, right?
Didn't Joe Rogan like tell Jamie to shut up like occasionally? Like he's like, "Don't talk." He's like, "Don't talk. This is my podcast."
Couldn't tell you.
Oh.
I've seen maybe 3 Joe Rogan.
Who is Jamie? Does he get paid by Joe Rogan? Like, what does he do? Like,
Nah. But that is one of my favorite like podcast tropes is like them talking to the engineer who is never on. Yeah, like there's one that I listened to. It's called Keeping Records, and their engineer, their running bit is that he's a volunteer NYPD officer, and they're like, oh, and it's hosted by. Actually, there were 2 queer comedians from Chicago, so they're like, whatever, talking about the police, and they're like, oh yeah, we can't talk negative though because Nick
That's pretty funny.
Nick bleeds blue. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like that's so funny to me because they're never gonna come on. Like they could come on and easily just be like, no, that's not me. But
right, but they
they're
they
so
keep it a
dedicated
bit,
to
you
the
know?
bit. Yeah, Canes is So yeah, Canes is. I would say Canes is worth it.
So yeah, I'm just saying that I get it. Like, you
You would go on a whole
I think
hour
so.
and a half long, night long adventure.
there's
to
kind
get
of a
Cane's.
similar thing like with Whataburger. I feel like whenever you go back to Texas, you just have to get it because it's nowhere else. And
I do. Really
I remember
like
when
Whataburger.
In-N-Out
Whataburger.
started coming to Texas.
Is there In-N-Out in Texas?
Yeah, there's lots of them now because a lot of Californians have moved to Texas.
Californians.
And damn Californians.
I love those. I love those SNL bits though. The Californians. You ever seen those?
I haven't really watched SNL. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh
I definitely
my
don't keep
gosh.
with the modern one.
SNL is.
Is it good?
I don't remember the last time I sat down and actually watched SNL, but like, I would sit there and watch, like compilation, like how I would how they made Vine compilations. I would watch SNL, like
SNL
short.
compilations.
It was so.
That's the best way to watch anything. That's what I feel like Langdon and I do is we just go on YouTube and watch like cuts of shows.
Yeah, not the full show. It's
Yeah.
it's microdosing shows.
But we eventually microdosed Hell's Kitchen enough to where we're like, all right, we're watching like a season. And season 19, when they went to Vegas, really good.
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's
I
Kitchen.
don't even know. Is Hell's Kitchen
It's
the one
Gordon
with
Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, I actually had a dream about Gordon Ramsay last night.
Tell us about it.
It was nothing special. It was just like I was in my kitchen back in Texas, and for some reason my longtime ex-girlfriend was there from like high school.
So where was Gordon Ramsay?
And well, like she knew Gordon Ramsay apparently, and like she was teaching a cooking class in my kitchen, and then like Gordon Ramsay just came out from like
Was
somewhere.
it a full class or was it just you two?
It was like a couple people in the kitchen, and I was kind of just watching because I guess we just let her host there or something. I don't really know the context. I was just kind of just dropped in the middle. But all of a sudden, Gordon Ramsay just comes like from some section of my house, and I had no clue he was going to be there.
He's just
And
chilling. He's
just
chilling
he
in
was
the
just chilling on the
closet.
couch or something like that, and he just came up, and he was really nice. In my dream, he was really nice.
I've heard he is really nice. My favorite thing about Gordon Ramsay, and I quote it all the time, is whenever Renee does something stupid, I will go out of my way, get 2 pieces of bread, and
the
put them
idiot
between.
sandwich.
I'll be like, "What are you?
Idiot
What are
sandwich.
you?
Oh, an idiot sandwich. I don't know. Isn't that the dream? Just to be paid to be really mean to people. You know what I mean? Being so good at something that you can just be so mean.
No,
No, that's not the dream.
no, man.
No?
You know what it's like working with somebody who yells like that.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Somebody we know that we've worked with also has worked with him.
really,
Yeah, him.
Oh, he worked with him?
Yeah, he did. He worked on some show with him. He said that he was kind of a dick, though.
I believe it.
Yeah.
He's probably a prima donna.
Probably, yeah. He probably
Loves that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen his cooking shows on like his YouTube channel?
No, I haven't. But apparently his daughter is TikTok famous.
So he during lockdown, I was watching a lot of cooking videos, like a lot, and I was strictly eating chicken nuggets. Like every day, I would drink tequila and eat chicken nuggets, but I was watching YouTube videos of like how to debone every fish and shit like that.
I know. I'll do the same thing, and then I'll never do it. I did make pot stickers yesterday, though. That was an advanced technique.
Yeah, never. I would never do any of that.
I used to. You can ask Landon. I used to microwave hot dogs and just eat them like 2 hot dogs,
just raw.
And then
I
would have I'd make like a hot dog water martini. No, boiling. I don't like. Okay, you got to admit though that microwaving them is much better than boiling them. Am I right? Because that's just. Disgusting.
I've never had a hot dog in my life. That shit gross.
You've never had a hot dog?
Never. I've had a kielbasa.
Don't knock it till you try it, man. Look,
after
you can't have the.
After you saying hot dog water martini,
the camera just moved because our cat just.
Hey, it's all right. It's a stabilizer. So look, you can't even tell.
Oh, you can.
It's not even moving.
There we go.
But so Gordon Ramsay's YouTube channel. When they were doing it during lockdown, his daughters would film it, and so it was like this: like his one daughter is sitting there filming it, and I think he had like 2 other daughters, so they're like sitting on this side. And the funniest thing was that they were talking shit to him the whole time. So he's like sitting there being like, "Okay, you got to do this, and they're like, "Nah, looks bad, shitty," and it's like that was like those were my favorite videos during lockdown because I'm like. Yes, we've seen Gordon Ramsay call people idiot sandwiches, all of this shit, and he's getting the shit rocked out of him. It was so great.
You know, it's funny. I'm obsessed with Wikipedia, so I read Wikipedia articles all the time. And I was reading his Wikipedia article and just kind of going through his history and stuff like that. And he trained under some kind of master chef, and he left that kitchen because he said it was too toxic.
Shit.
Can you believe that? So like,
too toxic.
What do
you
think
Ramsay?
that was like? You know, too toxic for Gordon Ramsay.
It must.
But it rubbed off on him clearly.
That's where he must have heard idiot sandwich.
He must have. He probably was called an idiot. He was just waiting for somebody to put bread slices on their head.
That's like that is something that I will give to Gordon Ramsay. Like his insults are sick. Yeah. They're on point.
Have you seen that that edit of when he's teaching children cooking and they like splice in when he gets like what he kind of insults he does to adults and he's like you fucking donkey. He's like talking to like kids and stuff like that while they're cooking.
No.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, but I really like Kids Chopped because of how stressed they get.
I know they get so stressed.
Like
those poor kids.
I don't even know what.
They're like crying the entire time
I've
they're
seen
cooking.
the whole show, but there's one. I just remember this little kid. He's like sitting there whipping it up, and it's like coming out of the bowl, and he's crying. I'm like,
does he have that kind of can I speak to the manager haircut? Because I remember seeing some kid that had like this haircut that looked like can I speak to the manager? And I think he was that kid that was like whipping the eggs or something.
I don't know. All of those kids, like, bro, all of those kids are fucking food freaks.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah.
What's your favorite Wikipedia article you've ever read? Do you like get into deep dives? Like you just like start reading and you just.
I think I really started getting into Wikipedia, and this is gonna sound really pretentious.
Do it.
I'm gonna hate saying this, but
do it.
When
you were talking about where the deer. Oh fuck! What's that movie called?
Oh, Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's pretentious, but I love it, and I think everybody that's listening should watch it. It's weird. You gotta have patience with it, but it's got this aura.
This aura.
Like it has
it's
like
an A24 film.
Is it an A24 film?
I don't know.
Jamie, is it an A24 film? I don't know.
Langdon, pull that up for us.
Pull that up for us. He doesn't have a phone.
Who cares? It's not.
I don't think
it's not
so.
that deep. This is not.
I don't think he does.
Let me reference.
I don't think it is an A24 film.
One person watches this. 2, if you count me when I go back and edit this. And even then, I'm like, I'll scrub through it.
Is it
Renee
Renee that watches it? Who watches it?
No, it's Bill, but Bill is related to me because his son married my first cousin.
Oh, okay.
So he's like he's related through through marriage.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
Bill watches all of my videos, always comments. Shout out, Bill. You're the best.
Shout out, Bill. Shout out.
So your lower third is going to say McGregor Salmon.
Oh, sweet. Do you think Bill and I would be friends in real life? If,
Oh, yeah. Bill's the best.
Yeah,
Bill
nice.
is super nice.
Let's hang out sometime, Bill. Let's do it.
I'm going to, once this show blows up and its first real taste of fame, I'm going to have Bill on.
Oh,
Bill is going to be...
Why be the biggest hater when you can be the biggest supporter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, Bill's not a hater. Bill doesn't come
No, I'm
hating.
saying, like, why would you choose to hate when you can support?
Yeah.
Right.
Blessed.
Thanks, Bill.
So yeah, Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing planned. Like I just came over here and I was like,
I think we're talking about Wikipedia articles.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
I really got into Wikipedia articles when I was in high school, and I think it was like winter break.
This feels very much like a talk show now. Like
Does it?
ever since when you said that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
So you got into.
I got into
Tell
Wikipedia
me where
articles.
your Wikipedia
Yes.
obsession started.
Well, Antonio, it all started in December of I want to say 2016, probably. I started reading about art and books. Like I had an aversion to reading books because I can't read them without medication.
You wanted to microdose books.
So I wanted to microdose books. And I love storytelling, and I love plot lines. So I was reading about plot lines of postmodern novels on Wikipedia, which are kind of...
Now break that down. I don't know what that means.
A postmodern kind of... It's a really...
Postmodern. Modern is...
Modernism... in this... When talking about modernism and postmodernism, they're kind of used to describe a kind of era in art and like what a common trend in art is.
No. I hear that all the time, like modernism, postmodern. I don't know what that means.
So it's tough. Cause
when would modern be?
I guess this is the easiest way I can describe it. Is modernism is...
Explain to me like I'm 5.
Okay, like you're 5. Okay, Antonio. So we have the concept modernism, right? And I think to explain postmodernism, I need to explain modernism really briefly. And,
yes, because postmodernism is just
after. Right. So modernism was kind of the idea that like humanity will reach its goals through science and institutions and like governments, and just like that we would be able to achieve an era of like human superiority and mastery over nature and stuff like that through our technology and kind of like secularism and just believing kind of in industry and stuff.
The death of God.
Kind of the death of God. Yeah, exactly. So there's that, and so people were like looking at institutions and like doctors and scientists and stuff like that, and then World War I and II happened, and it made people kind of think like, these institutions were the things that got war started, like, and are kind of responsible for like the nuclear bomb, for example, was a result of an institution, man-made science, and so postmodernism. A lot of science fiction is kind of like stems from postmodernism, I would say. But there's things that are deeper into what makes it postmodernism. But postmodernism kind of became about kind of a couple things. It's very nebulous, so like a lot of things fall under its umbrella, and it kind of became about like doubting those institutions, and
that's postmodernism.
That's like a core pillar of it. And then there's also like that there's not one truth; that maybe there's multiple truths, and from different angles and stuff like that, and it had a big focus on identity and like individualism and stuff like that.
Kind of like another. No, I was gonna say kind of like another Renaissance, but that's
kind of. But it's
Renaissance was more art, not
right.
Okay, never mind.
And it's kind of irony really bolsters it too. It was all about like Seinfeld's a very postmodern show. Actually,
I literally did not understand Seinfeld until you explained it.
It's a show about nothing.
When we were I always heard that, but I didn't get it until you explained it coming back from that one job, and I was like, oh my fucking God,
Right.
I get the appeal of
it's great
because
it's
before
just,
I was
it's a great simulation of reality because it is just reality. You know what I mean?
yeah, and then it gets real meta when they're
Right.
making
And
the show about a show.
See, the term meta is a thing that's postmodern. Postmodernism, like so when it comes to art and examining art, postmodernism is also about deconstructing everything and kind of just like looking at what. So like breaking the fourth wall, like saying, "Oh, hey, I'm on TV," you know, like breaking the fourth wall.
Please don't
Writing
break the fourth
about
wall.
writing.
Writing about writing.
Writing
like
about writing.
Shows about shows.
Right, shows about
movies.
shows and stuff like that, and kind of referencing art in the art itself. And
See, now that one was louder.
that one was a bit.
That
louder.
one was louder.
That one's got some squeaky wheels.
Yeah.
So
that's what got you on Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's what got me on Wikipedia.
That was
Because I
your
love the
gateway
plot
drug.
lines for these books because they had plot lines like I had never seen. Each book, even though it was all fell under like postmodernism, they all felt so unique and out of the box and just like nobody, like just original, as if like nobody else had like could ever think of that. And so that's why I love them so much, because they didn't follow tropes or genres really at all. They were like their own. Each book was like its own genre.
So, like, what books were you looking up?
I think I first started getting into it with I think I looked up like The Crying of Lot 49, which is like by Thomas Pynchon and
Mac, you know, the very first time we ever hung out, like, we had such a good time, and I was like,
now you're bored.
No, not even that. Like, we were just bullshitting about whatever, and then every time you talk, I'm like, oh my god, Mac, you just love like all of this artistic and like very deep shit, and I'm like, what the fuck were we even talking about that first time?
Oh, but I love to bullshit too. I love that more, to be honest. It's more fun.
It's not that it's boring, because it's very interesting. I'm just
Right.
like, I don't know what the fuck any of that is.
I was just really hyper fixated on it for some reason.
Hell
I think
That's
things
how I
that
was on making my
hyperfixate-
bed this morning.
What do you say? Making your bed?
I never ever make my bed, but I was hyper fixated on
I
it.
think the things that I keep on coming back to and that I always am thinking about are stories and video games, which kind of sucks. I really wish I wasn't that into video games.
I love video games.
But
I love watching YouTube videos about video games.
Right.
Especially like the ones that I know I'll never have time to play. Like, I have tried playing the Dark Souls games. Like, I really, really, really tried.
Right.
Dark Souls
that-
1.
Or sorry, you go on.
I tried it and I couldn't get into it, so I started watching like the
playthroughs
lore
of
of
it.
no, not even the playthrough,
The
because like
lore. Right, and so
the gameplay is what you play it for, but
Right.
like I enjoy like the lore and all that
Right,
behind it.
right.
But I don't have fucking time.
See, that's
to
the
play
thing
It.
why I get so obsessed with those games is because they're very like storyline heavy.
They're deep.
They're deep, and yeah, there's just so much story to it. And the thing that I like about it is I actually like some people don't like this, but I like not knowing. So when it comes to story, I like whenever like they make you like kind of make up your own conclusions,
Kind of
and
figure
stuff
it
like
out yourself.
And so I really like abstract stuff that doesn't really have an answer, that kind of like
That's
humbles
why you
a
like
little
the Dark
bit.
Souls games.
And that's why I like the Dark Souls games. And that's why, I've been playing Elden Ring a lot too, which I'm almost done with, and I'm starting to kind of get tired of it, I think, finally.
See, I still haven't even started Elden Ring because
It's the easiest one, I would say.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Have you played Bloodborne?
No,
too?
because I don't have a PlayStation.
Is that only on PlayStation?
Yeah, it's PlayStation exclusive, which
I didn't know
sucks. And they won't put it on PC or anything like that. They won't like remaster it. I don't know why. It's like a lot of people consider it to be the best one.
That's
but
the
I've
one I
never
really
played
want
it.
to play. I
Yeah,
really like
want
that.
to play it too.
That gothic.
Me too. It's
like
the
Victorian
Lovecraftian kind of horror.
Yeah, the
thing, too.
Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
You ever played like D&D or tabletop games?
Oh yeah, I have actually.
I feel like you
I
would
think
fuck
I've
with
played
that.
like I've only done like one or two sessions, I guess.
What about you, Langdon? Never.
We should sometime.
You just never done it. Good.
Yeah.
I'm always like on the low asking people because I want to play,
Let's do it.
but
Let's do one, and let's.
It wasn't until this year that I had friends in this city, so I was just like, yeah, it's something I would want to do, but
Hey,
kind of need
let's-
to know people for
Let's
that.
get some people together. Let's play it, and let's put it on a podcast or something.
Dude, let's fucking do it.
podcast
I just started listening to this podcast. It's a D&D playthrough, but it's for dads, and it's the funniest shit I've heard
That's
in so
awesome.
long.
Yeah, there's this big D&D podcast that my friend Blake was into. He was watching a lot. He was really into D&D for a while.
Was it Critical Role?
I think it is Critical Role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the big one.
Yeah. But his ones were always like his campaigns were really outlandish and just kind of like
Well, that's what I think is like
they weren't like fantasy. They were like
you pick
they
like
take place in modern times. And
so
stuff
the
like
very
that.
first tabletop game I played was it was Call of Cthulhu. So it was like
okay.
normal people, but like in the Cthulhu averse, and it was really cool. Shout out Matt. Matt was my DM for that. My buddy from college.
Yeah. I think the thing, like, I don't really care about like the roles and the numbers and all that. I just like making a character.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one
And
that
coming
I played,
with a that
Yeah.
seems like your shit. Like coming up
Yeah.
with like a real
Oh,
deep
yeah.
backstory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was the only two I played. The first one I played was like I was an alien that wore a paper bag over its head that had a smiley face on. It was like pretending to be a human being, and nobody like batted an eye, you know. But I just had really weird behaviors.
Dude, no, we're definitely gonna
Definitely
play because I've always wanted to like DM a game too, but I was like,
Yeah, me too. I never DM'd, but and then another character I made was I was a gunslinger camel rancher who like he inherited a camel ranch because his
That's
family was
what's
like,
up.
but he was ousted and you know, so he's just kind of a
He
gun
was
for hire.
He was
He
excommunicated,
was excommunicated
from the
camel ranch, but he knows everything about camels, and so
That's
you
what's
know.
up. So you did a deep dive on the camel Wikipedia.
I
of
pretended
course.
to know about camels. I just kind of made shit up. I kind of like
And who knows enough about camels? to
right,
double check
exactly. You know, somebody's gonna be like, okay, that's bullshit, but you know, it's one of those things you can kind of make stuff up about. But yeah.
Speaking, not. You know, fuck a segue. I was gonna say, one, you talking about all of your Wikipedia deep dives. Have you ever read Shakespeare? First off,
No.
No. Okay, me either.
I've never really
Perfect.
delved into anything.
perfect.
Shakespeare.
We're already on the same level.
Right.
But the other day, I went and saw Drunk Shakespeare.
Oh,
Have you
yeah?
ever done that?
I haven't.
That
Wait, like a live performance?
it's a live
'Cause
performance.
I thought that was like a YouTube thing, but
No. So I think it started in New York. No, it did. But they have it's right on State and it's in the Loop. Have you ever been? Have you done an ABC gig yet?
no, not yet.
Okay, so there's an ABC like office.
Mhm.
It's like on the same block. But so Drunk Shakespeare, what they do is, honestly, I think they just do Macbeth. But
Yeah.
I would assume they do different plays, and right beforehand, it's like an hour and a half, so they don't do a whole play.
Mm.
But beforehand, it's a bunch of like. Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna throw up for a second. Oh my gosh, that burp really fucked
It
me
came
up.
from deep down. Huh?
Yeah, no, that one
Are
felt
you
like
so
a betrayal.
disgusted by Shakespeare?
Shakespeare fucking disgusts me. But so it's a bunch of Shakespeare nerds, and I say that not in a condescending way because they just like they were telling everybody there how much they fucking love Shakespeare.
Right.
And they rip 5 shots. One of the crew members rips 5 shots, and then they do like a scene, and it's like somewhat Shakespeare, somewhat like contemporary, and it was so fucking funny. Like, so I would strongly suggest
Recommend
that. Yeah,
The
one of the
only-
girls pulled her tits out during the performance. It was wild.
Wow.
And it was her birthday. Or no, it wasn't her birthday. It was somebody else's in the crowd's birthday.
Is that why they
but-
did it?
I don't
Somebody's
know.
birthday,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe that was part of it. Maybe it wasn't.
Right.
But it was lit. It was so funny. It was one of the funniest things I'd ever been to.
That's
so I would
awesome.
strongly suggest.
I should. I used to kind of make fun of Shakespeare a lot in high school.
Oh, me too.
And the only Shakespeare performance I've ever seen was our high school put on a performance of As You Like It. Right. I have no clue what it's about.
Don't even know.
I was in
Oh,
theater
I was in a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer's Night Dream. Yeah.
So you said you were a tech on it?
I was in theater tech for 3 years because it was just the most fun class ever. And me and my friend Adam would just like play with the props all the time and kind of just bullshit the whole time. But we kind of got into it, and we would actually like help out on some of the bigger productions, and like we'd be on the fly rail, and so we'd be flying things in and out and stuff like that. And after school,
Meaning like props?
Yeah, so
I don't
like,
know.
Like backdrops and stuff
I wasn't
like
a
that.
part of any of the theater productions, and now, like looking back, I really wish I was.
Yeah, I kind of wish I
feel like I
was
would have enjoyed
too.
being a theater kid.
Yeah, I think it would have been fun if I actually tried acting.
I was too busy pounding puss.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
Not really. No.
Yeah. I was on the prowl a lot. You know. I mean, nothing ever happened.
Oh, you were
but
too busy on the prowl.
I was too busy on the prowl.
Yeah.
you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was listening to a lot of Andrew Tate. So.
Oh, fuck. Hey, you're part of the Hustlers
I
University.
started calling myself Andrew Taint.
You started calling yourself Andrew Taint.
No, I'm kidding.
Beforehand. That would be so funny.
Right.
You know, I had to explain to Renee who Andrew Tate was the other day, and the way I did it. Do you ever go on YouTube Shorts?
Like this little like Vine kind of thing.
It's basically TikTok, but it's YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I do occasionally.
It's so shitty.
Yeah, it's bad.
And Andrew Tate always pops up on mine. So Renee asked me, she's like, "Who's Andrew Tate? I hear about him a lot.
He's a base Sigma."
So I literally like scrolled through my YouTube Shorts, and after maybe 10 scrolls, he popped up. I was like, "This is Andrew Tate." She's like, "Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
100%."
Yep. So I don't know why none of the methods he's taught me is working.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe you're just a beta cuck.
Sometimes you just have to accept that.
What's
you're a beta cuck and nothing will ever change, you know?
Not until you join the Hustlers University. This has all been an ad for Andrew Tate's.
Yeah, this is going to be linked down below in the description that goes directly to his channel.
Use my affiliate link and use code TAINT.
This is sponsored by Cialis and Andrew Tate.
My guest here, Andrew Taint.
Andrew Taint. I've got to use that as like
that's the name of this episode.
Andrew Taint. Awesome.
The Andrew Taint
Andrew
episode.
Taint show. I used to have a burner Twitter account, and it got deleted or something like that. And
it got deleted for being too spicy.
No, not deleted. I think I just got locked out of it and I couldn't remember the password. So it still exists, but I just can't get into it. And so I've been trying to make another one, but it always asks for my phone number. And I'm not going to go on there and say anything like controversial or anything like that. I just want to say like butt cheeks be farting, you know, and just say shit like that.
Just hashtag Andrew Taint was right.
Right.
But Andrew Taint?
Just a bunch of ironic shit or just shit I wouldn't say on my normal Twitter like that.
Just shit post.
Yeah, just shit post.
Just take it to Reddit. That's like everybody's.
I can't. That's for beta cucks. Reddit's for beta cucks.
Damn, I do be loving Reddit though.
I do be on Reddit sometimes though. I do. But I keep it low key though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to start another one, and I have a couple names. Andrew Taint might be one. That might be
Andrew
good.
Taint is a really good one.
But I have another one. Fecal matter on a platter might be good too.
Fecal matter on a platter.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of rhyming and alliteration.
Are you a palindrome type dude? You seem like you'd be a palindrome type dude. No.
Nah. Because the only palindromes
Race
I
car.
can
Race
think
car.
is race car.
Hannah. Hannah. I learned that from
Taco Cat.
Taco Cat. Oh yeah.
Let's see. What other palindromes? We can't let any dead air. There can't be any dead air.
What's fire?
Oh,
truck.
fire.
Oh, it's fire.
No, I don't think fire truck.
I was like, oh, what? Really?
I was like, wait, what?
What? Fire truck?
Okay.
I hated palindromes growing up.
Yeah, I know.
Because in literature class or whatever, that was the thing I just hated. Because
Yeah.
there's like 4. You know?
I was gonna say I can't even think of. That's how you know it's not even that good.
Right. Oh, Tenet. Tenet is a palindrome.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Did you ever see Tenet?
I did. I saw it actually pretty recently.
I still haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I wanted to see it in
liked it.
IMAX, and I heard it was bad.
Going into it, I heard a lot of things that was bad, but I thought it was good.
Oh, this was from the last. But did you ever wind up seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I still haven't seen that yet.
Damn it!
Is it still in theaters? Do you think?
I don't know. Probably not. That's where we should end the show.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, you have anything else to say?
I guess I'm gonna go see that movie, and thanks for joining, you guys. Yeah.
Thanks,
Bill.
Thanks, Bill, for watching.
Thanks, Bill.